Fanboys and felons, welcome back to another ALS video. We have the Hunter update here. Quite a bit of units. So starting off, we have new Chrollo, new Killua, Kurapika, Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of his name, Hisoka, and I forgot who the hell this is, and the Infinity Castle unit, which is this guy. And then we also have an evolution for Gon, and I'm pretty sure that's the only evolution other than obviously the new characters. We have two new skins, pretty much the summer winners, at least this one is. And then Chrollo, you can actually evolve him from the Abyssal Trial, but he is, I believe, another slop unit. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, so he has a 1% drop, 45 run pity on the new Legend Stage. That's what they're called, right? New Hunter event here where you complete some missions. There's like a whole little pass thing for it that you can get some decent rewards. Got your missions here. As you can see, I already did summon for Killua, because he's the only actual banner unit. Everyone else is like kind of evolutions and drops from everything else. So Shiro's back in the tournament there, and then they have like some QOL, which I'm pretty late to this. The update's been out for a few days now, but nobody's really happy about what they did with the souls. So let's see what happens in the future here. Let's see what they change for it. But as of right now, you can do infinites and get like the materials to like roll the souls and stuff like that. Yeah, like here. You already know the drill. I'm probably gonna tiny task the living hell out of the units, because there's no way I'm gonna do 35 manual runs. So let's go ahead and start with the story skipper, see how good this map looks. I'm not gonna lie, when they first like teased this map, I thought it was gonna be a Tokyo Ghoul update. I got really happy, and then I saw it was Hunter, which it's okay, I guess. I never quite started reading the manga. I kind of just stopped where the anime stopped, and I know they drop like a chapter every like 3 fucking years. So that's another reason why I don't even bother. But map looks pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very nice, very detailed. Because like, you know how Anime Adventures had that like, you know, map that was like on top of a rooftop. So I thought it was like the Tokyo Ghoul map. I was like, oh my god. I've heard pretty much no one is a fan of this update in general. It's kind of like an inconvenient update. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to keep farming everything, but hey, I did hear that, who was it? I think it was like Killua or Gon, like one of them is like super good. So and I heard that Chrollo isn't the greatest, but we'll see. Oh, I completely missed it because I was tiny tasking it, but as you saw there, we got a drop of Kurapika. So I believe now, who dropped some of the Legend Stage? I'm pretty sure it was okay, so we get the evolution item for Kurapika, and then we get the evolution item for Killua, and okay, gotcha, cool. I have been using Killua here. As you can see, I got Overlord on him because, well, 4 times is about to end, and it's Sunday on a fucking 5 p.m. So I don't get this game. But I believe it was, what was it, here? Yeah, here. So I had to, you know, kill 15,000 enemies with Killua, which actually means we didn't do that. Okay, well, whatever. We finished the mission, so there's that. We have to do 5 challenges and also 10 elemental caverns. So, and I believe I have to do this because I need to do the 3rd one so I can get these 2 units, Hisoka and this thing. Before any of that, I guess it's such a simple thing. I'm gonna get all these evolution items and probably go for Chrollo here before I even do anything like that, because I know I'm pretty sure out of everything this is gonna be the most time-consuming thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything else first. This should be the last run, I think. There we go. Okay, so I do have the other 2 evolution items from the Legend Stages. All I needed was Chrollo, so I guess let's go see what those Hunter missions are about. Okay, so like I said earlier, I should have some of them done here. So Summon, slay bosses, Killua, and then 15,000 with Killua. I need to do 10 elemental cavern runs, and then 5 challenges. Okay. Use mini fish zone ability 50 times. Kill 1,000 enemies with mini fish zone. Kill 15,000 dark enemies using phantom boss. Stun 10 mini bosses, or I guess bosses. And then obtain 500 essence. Okay, so I could actually do 2 birds with 1 stone here. So I can do the elemental caverns with Chrollo here. So I'll probably do that. All right, well, this has been one of the worst updates that I have ever grinded in this game, for sure. It's right up there with the slime update. I don't know if y'all remember that, the original slime update. That was absolutely abysmal. The amount of grinding you had to do for this is ridiculous. And yeah, I just decided to absolutely skip everything to the end because I didn't even feel motivated to record any of it. So we do have Chrollo down there, the Abyssal Trial here. I've just finished it, so yeah, there's that. I have Avatar on Chrollo. I'm pretty sure I have a trait on everyone. Hisoka, I'm pretty sure has a trait. Yep. Kurapika has a trait. Yeah, so I just need to evolve everyone. So let's go ahead and start with Kurapika because he's already pulled up here. I did roll in everyone's stats, so everyone should be good to go. We just have to do the showcase part of the whole update. I did already evolve Gon too, and I did evolve Killua, so they are evolved because of the quests you needed them for, whatever it was. Let's go ahead and evolve Hisoka here, and then I believe we have no legendary shards, actually. Okay, there we go. Now we can evolve Hisoka, which was absolutely the most grindiest one there. That was just absolutely terrible. Go ahead and evolve him. Forgot to evolve Chrollo, so there we are. He's fully evolved. I hope he's good. I really hope he doesn't suck. His Abyssal Trial grind wasn't horrible, but it's definitely something I would just not want to do ever again. This map is dark as shit, by the way. But since it's a new map, we're gonna go ahead and do the showcases here. So let's go ahead and start with the Needle Assassin here. Very little upgrades, only 7, about a little over 500,000 there. Ends off with a circle, 200 million. Not looking too great, but I guess we'll see. So, Needle Paranoia, each attack 2% chance to implant a needle on enemy. When an enemy is implanted with a needle, 10% debuffing status, and then apply Fear. And then Needle breaks after 30 seconds, dealing 2 times damage and applying Hemorrhage. Needle has a 60-second cooldown per enemy. Then Control Freak. Once a boss enters map, every 30 seconds implant the needle on random unit in range. Upon implanting a needle on a unit, implanted unit loses 10% damage and gains 40% self-stun for 2 seconds every attack. If implanted needle unit attacks a boss 10 times before needle expiration, remove debuffs from a needle and deal extra damage based on the threshold. So 1,000 times unit damage 15%, 10,000 30%, and 100,000 50%. And then the last 60 seconds with a 100-second cooldown per unit. And then we have Transfiguration. Upon activation, disable Control Freak passive. 20% range, 15% damage, 10% crit chance, and then gain bleed. Okay, so I'm not too sure how to judge this character. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here, but I want to say he sucks pretty bad. Yeah, you're definitely not gonna use it. So I did want to throw a random wrench here. We're gonna go ahead and skip to Gon all the way here. You know, protagonist. I felt like doing something different. We always start off with like the characters no one really cares about. So let's go ahead and move on to Gon here. So again, not too many upgrades, only 8. We love to see that. Fully AoE, 1.6 billion. Damage going kind of crazy here. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, what was that? Start reading. Rock, every 3 attacks, 25% damage on following attack, 25% crit chance on following attack. Paper, every 5 attacks, 10% damage, 30% range, inflict burn, and then loses 25% crit damage for 2 attacks. And then Scissors, every 10 attacks, gain 15% damage on the following attack, loses 15% SPA, and inflicts bleed. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, he's kind of jumping all over the place here. And then he has I'll use everything for every takedown gained, add 0.5% damage with no cap ability. Okay, add 0.025% range to his ability, cap of 100% range. Upon activation, gain the damage and range accumulated as a buff for the next 10 attacks, and then every attack dealt in this buff state increases attack counter by 1. On 5th attack, this state gain end ability, must be wave 15 plus only. Okay, I'll use that. There we go, 3.79 billion. Was it a permanent thing again? I think it was actually. Okay, that's kind of crazy. And then on 5th attack in the state, gain end ability. So let's go ahead and see where end is. I guess we gain it after the attack counter. There we go. Upon activation, deal 1 trillion damage times current attack counter. Destroy this unit and cannot be replaced for 100 seconds. Okay, so Gon is quite literally the unit for infinite right now. Okay, yeah, so you can let that thing just pile up, and he can be really dumb for infinite. But let's go ahead and move on to Hisoka here. So very little upgrades for all these units. I like it. Only 8 upgrades so far for every unit, I'm pretty sure. Slow unit, okay. Let's see, 2 passives. Stretchy gum, when attacking enemy affected by slow, remove slow and reapply stronger slow, 5% more slow than the previous instance, 70% cap. Okay, that's actually kind of nuts. Once cap has been reached on an enemy, once the cap has been reached on an enemy, apply 70% stronger slow permanently. Okay. And then sneak attack, when an ability has been used in range, self stun for 10 seconds. One stun lifts target 2 strongest enemies in range, dealing 20 times damage, and apply hemorrhage and extinguish. Gain 5% damage and range, stackable up to 20% with 30-second cooldown. Okay, and then pulling your heartstrings, upon activation, deal 3 times damage and range. Apply wind shear, rewind enemies in range for 15 seconds with 30-second cooldown per enemy. And then if enemy has left this unit in range, deal 3 times damage and stun for 5 seconds. Okay. No little animation there, but he seems pretty good. Where is he in the tier list? Best support and then 2nd overall. Okay. Interesting. It looks like looks like he's gonna be kind of mid, but damn, that sucks. Let's go ahead and move on to Killua. He looks to be not too impressive, but I guess we'll see. 135 million, Jesus Christ. Okay, but he is inflicting electrified, and I kept seeing bolt pop up there. So capacitance, Killua's attacks have a 25% chance to apply bolt. Each time he applies bolt, gain 1 static, and then gain buffs. Gain on the static threshold is 50, is 5% SPA, 10% range, gain Godspeed Whirlwind ability, 100, 10% SPA, 10% damage, 150, 15, 20, and then upon reaching 150, gain bolt effect for the next 60 seconds. 160 second ends, lose 5 static every 2 attacks. Chain lightning, every time this unit attacks an enemy affected by electrified, apply this effect to all enemies in range. Charge, every 10 seconds Killua does not attack, gain 1 charge stock with a cap of 10. And then where the hell did it go? On attack, consume all charge stacks, dealing 50% current damage times stacks consumed to all enemies in AoE. This unit's electrified, deals 2 times damage instead of 1.2. Okay, and then yeah, Godspeed Whirlwind there, he just got it. Upon activation, deal 100% damage times static stacks with 1500% cap, which is kind of nuts. Apply bolt off that damage, lose 15% SPA for 20 seconds, and then gain 15% range for 20 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate that. 85 range, 1 second SPA. It's kind of nuts. But I guess his damage isn't the worst, to be fair. Where is he in? He's his 3rd best support. Progressive, he's like the middle, and then overall, he's actually right behind Gon. So He doesn't seem like the worst unit ever. I genuinely don't think you'll ever use him though, I'm not gonna lie. I could see a case point for like Hisoka because of his slow, but anyone else, I mean, going definitely for infinite, but that's about it. So yeah, I guess let's move on to the other, what, like 3 characters. Kind of an interesting one here. I forgot they opened the Infinity Castle the capsule. So Infinity Castle capsule, Jesus Christ, I've been having a stroke all video, by the way. There's this speed hero guy. Not sure what anime he's from, but he looks kind of buns, I'm not gonna lie. 155 million. He has 1 passive, dimensional rupture. Each attack randomly performs 2 to 5 follow-up attacks, dealing 15% damage. His damage, by the way. Each attack that 3 plus perform gain the following. He sucks. He's terrible. Dimensional offense, 500% damage and range, 100% damage on following attack, lose 20% SPA. Boom, there we go. Yeah, he's just an Infinity Castle unit. I mean, they've really just never been too impressive, so yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and move on to Kurapika. By the way, just wanted to share that out there, throw it in the air. I did end up eventually getting shiny Freerin, so super excited about that. I have like 1 or 2 more godly quests to do, and then I can get her godly form. But let's go ahead and move on to Kurapika again. 8 upgrades, love to see it. He has Chains ability. Okay, so he can change different things, like the what was it, like the old Gilgamesh? Vengeful Eyes every 10 seconds, 0.15% chance to activate Absolute Time passive. For every enemy in range, increase chance by 0.1 with a cap of 5%. Bosses increase this chance by 0.2%, and then this passive also has a 60-second cooldown. And then Absolute Time, upon activation, gain the following buffs for 240 seconds. Unlock Judgment Chain. All chains have 50% less cooldown duration of Absolute Time. Gain 20% range and 20% damage. So let's go ahead and activate his Chains ability here. So obviously you can pick upon activation, adapts Dominant Energy type in range. Dominant enemy. Sprinter minus 25% SPA, 25% chance to follow up damage, 100% if Absolute Time. Flying, 25% range applies slow, Absolute Time only. Elite boss tank, so he's doing a whole bunch of different things. Dowsing chain, I guess. Jail chain, stun enemies in range for 15 seconds and apply restrict. Upon activation for the steel chain, if an enemy is in range, has a stat effect, steal status effect for 60 seconds. If Absolute Time is active, keep stat effect for 120. So I assume this one's like the best one. 1.1 billion. He's applying Shred here. Yeah, and you can freely change through these and like activate them. It's only a 45-second cooldown, so you can freely just keep spamming these, whichever one you kind of need. But I can see definitely why he's like the best one for sure. He's very versatile with all the things that he can do. So I can definitely see that. So let's go to move on to Crollo, the main reason of this whole, I guess the face of this update. 1 more upgrade than normal, so 9. Okay, so a lot going on, man. Oh my god. Fish zone, 10 if more than 10 enemies in range, activates 100 seconds, 10 seconds every target, 5 random enemies in range, deal 100% damage, stun for 5 seconds, enemy chosen the strongest enemy in range, drain 1% at max HP, cap 100 billion, deal 300% damage and stun for 10 seconds. Once it ends, 500 damage in range, 500% damage in range, bleed, gain 15 range. Bandit Seeker every 50 enemies using the ability, gain 1 bookmark upon killing a boss, 10% chance to gain 1 bookmark for every bookmark. Gain 5% damage, 25% cap, 5% range, 25 range cap. Upon gaining a bookmark, unlocks Skill Thief ability. Okay, so I guess that's where this comes in. Oh, okay. You choose an ability in Phantom boss range. Okay, if they have been met. Okay. Phantom Boss is dealt 150 billion, 300 takedowns upon activation of Soul ability. If the ability has a global cooldown, lose the ability to stun himself for 30 seconds. One stun lifts, deal minus 75% damage for 60 seconds. If the ability is a local cooldown, it can be used twice. After second use, lose ability and stun himself for 10 seconds. Once the stun lift ends, deal minus 25% damage for 60 seconds. And it is required for you to have a bookmark. Two bookmarks if the ability has a global cooldown. And then light and dark, apply unstable, 30 seconds, 50% chance to apply light or dark tag, 100% chance for either. Enemies marked with light, oh, there we go, we got a bookmark. Enemies marked with light, after 20 seconds, 200% damage, apply burn. Dark, 200% damage, apply fear. If there are more than 5 enemies in range with light and dark, 10 plus combined, apply detonation in range, instantly deal effects of light and dark. Okay, so he looks like he can go absolutely insane. And then skill thief, like we saw there, it has to be, I don't know, man, I just read it out. I didn't really like absorb all this information, I'm not gonna lie. It is 5 in the morning, man. I did not absorb any of this information I just read out. Oh yeah. There's a Hunter x Hunter update. Overall, one of the grindiest updates they've dropped in a hot minute, man. Definitely didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy the grind at all. But yeah, that was a video.